constructing a line parallel to another line or creating parallel lines. There is definitely more than one way to do this construction. I base my construction in the understanding of what a rhombus is. A rhombus is a quadrilateral with 4 equal sides. A square is a special type of rhombus that has 4 equal sides and 4 equal angles, all of which are right angles. So we're going to be using the idea of 4 equal sides to help us, which means we're going to use 1 arc length for the entire construction. All right, so you have to be given or put down a line to start with. So often you are given a line. I'll call this line M. And then if you're not given it, you need to put a point somewhere above or below where you want to draw your parallel line. So I'm going to go ahead and just put a point right here, and I'm going to call it point A. So my goal right now is to draw a line parallel to M through point A. Parallel to line M through point A. Okay. All right, so this is how we do it. We do not use the smiley face here. Essentially, the first step is to just put a point on line M. Anywhere you want. I typically go down and to the left, so my rhombus is going to be formed over here. So here is my point that is down and to the left. I'm going to call it point B. If I want to have 4 equal sides, I need to measure the length of AB. I'm going to draw in the segment. I typically do not do this, but I want you to see the visual of the rhombus. So I'm just going to go ahead and do a dash just to kind of give you a visualization of that rhombus. We need to measure that length. So using your compass, the copying a line segment construction, you are going to open up your slider from A to B. Okay, so I now have my slider open from A to B, and now I'm going to use that length 3 times. From point B, I'm going to swing down and make that length going out in front. I now have point C, and this line is equal to this segment. Segment is equal to segment. So this was the first one I did. Now I need to do 2 more arcs. So I went from B to C. I'm going to do the same thing from A out into space, kind of going to the right. I got to find that distance. So this was my second arc, but I'm not sure where my point needs to be along this arc, but I know it has to be the same length, as AB. So I'm going to go to C, and just like we can mark that one off, I'm going to mark this one off. So here is my third arc. I'm going to call this point D. Now, let me go ahead and draw in those segments using dashed lines. So I have a point right here that I'm going to go ahead and do dashed lines to connect. And I'm going to connect here. I have just made a rhombus. All 4 sides are of equal length, so this side is congruent to that side. So is my goal to make a rhombus? No, my goal is to have parallel lines. So which line am I actually going to draw in to make those parallel lines? I am going to go here and connect A through A and D. This is line N, so you can now write your conclusions two different ways. You have line M, which is parallel with line N, or you could say AD, line AD, is parallel to line BC. And then you can also say, hey, Mom, I drew a rhombus.